So I really thank God for giving me this opportunity to share some knowledge about artificial intelligence. Today, artificial intelligence or AI is a buzzword. So everyone says we are using AI, though they are only at the back of the big ocean, like they are using ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity. Mostly, what I see is people use these tools like they used Google. They just replaced Google and they started using ChatGPT. They just search what is this, why is this, where is this kind of thing. But ChatGPT or the AI model itself, the AI models actually are having a lot of capabilities, which will save lots and lots of time and improve our productivity, error free, and it will give accuracy and a lot of other benefits. So we are going to just scratch the surface today, so that from today onwards we all become, if not at least AI experts, at least we know what is AI. We will definitely have the confidence of talking about AI, even if we are in any meeting. Okay, we will at least, I'll try my level best to convey the basic things that are necessary for us to understand what AI is. At least if somebody is talking about some tool or something about AI, we will know at least where this particular piece of software or the tool is coming. At least if we have that kind of understanding, we will have confidence in giving our ideas. Right now what is happening is, even though many of us are like professionals, we are businessmen, CEOs, but we treat AI as a kind of an alien. Okay, something is happening, it's a kind of a black box, something happening. Okay, AI, that's all. Oh, it's all happening in AI, but we don't know what is exactly happening. So there is some basic things. If we understand, then we will be able to easily relate the different pieces that people are discussing about. So basically, it all starts with the data science. So earlier we had data. We had data from the beginning of the time, ever since the man was created. But the data was not stored or analyzed. But when the data was stored, it was very costly. As and when the technologies improve, the storage and retrieval and analytics became very cheaper. Like for example, you get a small 1 TB SD card for like hundreds of rupees, right? So analytics power has also been improved. So because of this, the researchers have been carried upon how to analyze data, storing the data, analyze and getting insights about the data, right? So it's about companies, it's about climate, it's about everything that is happening around us. So they have started analyzing, they have predicted, they have analyzed why it happened, what happened, why it happened, what is happening now, what will happen, and what should happen. If this is what I want should happen, what I should do so that this will happen. Okay, these kind of analytics, predictive analysis and all these kind of analysis have happened, and it's all evolved, and then people came up with something called as a machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but like if I want to give an analogy to a real life example, for example, a person born as a baby, he doesn't know anything, right? So he start learning the languages. He crawls, walks, and then he goes to school and goes to college. Somebody becomes a neurosurgeon, somebody becomes a computer science engineer, somebody becomes a politician. Okay, based on what he learns, right? He becomes in such and such position. Okay, in the same way, like we are teaching a human being, what if we can teach a computer program about the information that is available right now? Okay, that is what is machine learning. Simple terms. If you teach a computer program about the data that is available, and if the computer can tell about the predictive analysis or whatever it is, that is called a machine learning in simple terms. So what they did, they taught this computer program everything in the world. That is the beauty of it. Okay, so they taught the text content, they taught the audio content, they taught the image content, they taught the video content, everything that is available all over the world. Wikipedia, books, articles, blogs, research papers, everything, whatever they have access, They fed into the program got trained. So now the program has become a giant genie kind of a personality where you can go and ask anything. For example, if you ask a psychologist about psychology, he will answer. But if you ask him about something else, right, other subject, he will not be able to act. Maybe he will have some little knowledge, but he will not be able to answer precisely. But the machine learning model is not like that, because we have fed everything to the machine learning model and it has learned. So if you ask anything, it will give. Okay, so because it knows that, it has the knowledge, it knows everything, so it can answer. Whatever we have fed only, it will answer. Okay, but if the data is not fed, if the data is not given, definitely it's not going to answer. That's why we are seeing some inconsistencies in replies from the ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. So this giant program which got trained, it's called a AI model. AI model. So you might have heard a term called LLM. LLM is nothing but large language model. So like as I said, it's a big wizard, big intelligent person, kind of the AI model, machine learning program is a big wizard. You can ask anything, but in order for that program, that machine learning model to give a proper answer, we have to ask in a proper way. So the way that we ask, or the question that we ask, is called prompt. They use the same technical jargon here called prompt. So the prompt that we are giving to the machine learning model is very, very important in order for the machine learning model to give the proper answer. Okay. Suppose if I ask you a cup of coffee, then you will know what is the size of the cup, okay, what is the temperature of the coffee, and how much sugar you have to put. Everything you will know, then you will give me. Okay. But if I ask the similar question to AI, it may give in a big jar. Okay, it may give without sugar. Okay, so these things we have to give. So that is where the knowledge of prompt engineering comes. Prompt engineering, they call it as prompt engineering. So you should know how to ask. You should know it's ready to give any answer. The AI model is ready to give any answer, but we should know how to ask. So this is in simple about the LLM, and there are other models also which create images. There are models which create videos. There are models which create audios. You can record your audio into a software, and then you give a text. It will give the audio in your own voice. You can simulate. So there are tools available. Okay, there are people who are using AI models to create their own videos on the fly. So like you can ask the AI to create a video in order to attend the meeting. Like Imran is creating AI agents, right? AI agents are nothing but automatic programs. We don't need to get confused with the term agent. Okay, even my mentor, Mr. Manzoor, was also asking, like, what is this agent? Can there be a different name which is easily recognizable and understandable easily? It's a program. AI agent is nothing but an automatic program which does the task for us. So yes, those agents can be used to create your video responses on the fly based on the questions that they are asking. You can see, for example, Kavin sir is there. He is having his construction architecture consultancy. So he has certain things already in database about what his capabilities are, what is the pricing model, what is the working model, everything. So those things you can feed into the AI model, and you can create your own audio or video, and you can ask that agent to participate in a meeting. So that kind of facilities are available. We can use. So right now we will see today the ChatGPT. Everybody knows ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT is nothing but a software. It's an interface for the actual GPT, generative pre-trained transformer. So actually the machine learning model is at the back end. ChatGPT is an interface. So through which you can give the prompt, the question, So this will be taken to the model. The model will split the prompt into different words called tokens, and then internally there is a big network available, like similar to our brain. It's called a neural network. Okay, so that it will split the questions into tokens, and it will do all the permutation and combination about the prompt, and it will prepare the reply, and again it will coin in the way in which we can understand, and it will send. That is the job of the model, any LLM. So these LLMs are created by different companies. The initial company that created the LLM is the OpenAI. They created the ChatGPT. So if you go to this, go to Google and say popular LLM models. Okay. So you can see that ChatGPT, Claude, you see GPT 4.5, Claude 3.7, so on, at Gemini. Each and everybody has, every company has their own models. So if you ask something, the model is going to give the reply, and it is it will cost them something, some processing. That's why they are charging. Free version also they are giving, like any other software, and there are subscription based models also. So if you see plans and pricing, so free version you are limited access, image generation is limited, and all those things are having some limited access. In India, we have a version called Go. Usually it's $20. In India, we have this version, Go version. So this has the higher limitation. So I suggest everyone to go for this. Actually, in last till January this year, it was given free till November of this year. But after January, if somebody is purchasing, you have to pay $399. Okay, so it will give better results. So this one. So similarly, you have other models also: Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, and we have. It's not necessary that we have to use only the online models. We can download the models and have it in your computer, and you can run the models also for simple tasks. That is also possible. So, is it clear? Anything? Anything that you have? Any doubt you have?
See, you told about something which I can download. That runs without internet or with internet?
Without internet. It's called Olama. Olama. O-L-L-A-M-A. Olama. Yes. You can. It can be used for some simple purposes. See, every model is trained with some data. So that this model is trained with the minimal data. Minimal. They call it parameters. Minimal set of parameters. The more number of parameters it goes, the more costlier the process will become. And also you need more processing power. For us to download that model into my laptop, I need more GPU, graphical processing unit. So, but I can perform some small tasks, grammar correction and calculations, and some kind of decision making. Even to some extent, we can generate code also, programming for programmers. So those things we can do. So as I told you, audio generation can be done, image generation can be done, text, mainly in the text field, you have a lot of features like emails. I think most of you will be already using it. Analysis, Excel document analysis, creation of dashboards, comparing Excels, creating documents, comparing documents. All these tasks can be achieved using.
Even Excel sheet listing, and with the data and analytical presentations,
Gamma.app. So you can create PPTs. Yes.
That is in seconds.
So there are many kinds of prompts called template prompt, system prompt, etc. So if you want answers to be fine-tuned for your own business, what I suggest is you create a system prompt. You tell ChatGPT, this is my business, this is what I am doing, these are my constraints, these are my advantages, plus minus everything, and then ask the ChatGPT to create a system prompt. I'll just give you a small demo if you are okay with that.